Assalamu alaikum. Today my name is Tunjazara and I am from 8th class. So today I am here to tell you a presentation about the 7 habits of highly effective people. When we will adopt these habits, we will get success in our life. So the first habit is be proactive. Think win-win situation. Begin with the end in mind. Put first things first. First seek to be understood, then to be understood, synergize and sharpen this out. So what is be proactive? Be proactive means that you have to be proactive in your life. There are two types of person. One is proactive and one is reactive. Reactive is that person which is not understanding the situation and he or she is starting crying and taking tension about that, not finding solution about that situation, and then taking tension, then cursing to his luck that my luck, because of my luck this all things happened, because of my luck was bad and I lose, or my test was bad, this and that. But who is proactive? Like proactive is there, if any situation is coming, he is trying to find the solution of the situation. When he is finding the solution and he is not taking tension, instead of crying or taking tension, he is finding the situation of that and then he is handling that situation. So in this way, that who was proactive, he tried to find the situation about that, and who was reactive, he was starting crying in that. So which things are in your control, do that, but which things are not in your control, don't do that. Whenever you are doing, but firstly try the things which you are. If you will try one time, you will lose. Second time try, third time try, fourth time you will win. But if you will try two time and third time, you will say that I cannot do because it is impossible. If you will say the thing is impossible, because no one in the world, the thing is not impossible, everything is possible. So if you will say this thing is impossible and I cannot do this work, then you are a big loser. So there, for example, there is a girl and she has to go to Color Kahar for giving a paper. Her final exams are there. So in the way, she is driving a scooty and she is going by herself, and then the way in her scooty is going to be punctured. So then if she is a proactive, then she will find a solution about that, against that situation. So then she will first think about that, what should I do. So then she will call to her friend and she will say that my scooty became punctured and I need help to you can help me. And then his friend or her friend will say that yes, you can, I will help you and I will leave you in the school. But if she is reactive, she will start crying there, she will take tension. And instead of crying or taking tension, she can try to find a solution about that situation. So who was proactive, she find a solution and she got in a time in the university and she gave a final exam. So then in this way, there is two: self-awareness and social mirrors. So self-awareness means that our own self, about our own habits, our feeling, our thinking, and about our own behavior. And social mirror mean that about the viewpoint of other people about us, good or bad. So for example, there is the stimulus and response. Stimulus means that our habits, our feelings, our thinking, and the response is that the other people think about us, good or bad, viewpoint of other people about us. The writer is saying that our mind is an imagination, a map. They're full of maps. They mean that there's created imagination in our mind, that this thing will happen. We are first thinking in our mind that this thing will happen like this way or that way. So in this point, we learned that we should be proactive in our life. We should try the things. We should try to make the things better in way. Not that we are one thing is there, so we are trying to make it more bad, more bad. So firstly, try the things. Firstly, do it. But which things in your control, only do that. Which things are not in your control, leave them. Why are you taking tension about them? So second point is begin with the end in mind. Whenever you start anything, any aim or anything you are going to start, so that thing should have any end. If the thing have any end, then you are a successful person in your world. But and you are saying that for example, every person has one aim, that when he or she will die, then he is in his funeral or her funeral, all people should say his behavior was very good, he was a good person, or she was a good lady. So if a person is saying that I should take more and more money, so money have no end. If he is saying I should take more money, if he should put his full life now, so then also he cannot get success. So then he is firstly thinking, for example, I want to become a doctor. So if I will complete my degree, after I will study, and then my aim have also an end. So this way, my aim is also, and everything in the world has end and specific time of that. So if our mind, our aim have no end, so then we are a big loser. everything in the world that has a limit, that's created to a limit. For example, a cake is there, so that has also an expiry date. When we will use that cake after an expiry date, so it will harm us. The same like our aims, our ideas, that will also harm us. When we will think about them, that we will create a limit in our mind. Everything has a limit. No, anything which have no limit, that person, that aim have no an end, he is a big loser and he cannot get success. So third point is put first thing first. Mean which thing is important, you have to put that thing first of all. Mean if my exams are going on, so in my exams my studies are important or I should play there. So for instance, my exam, my study is important. If I will put my playing first, I will not study about my exam, I will not get success, I will not get any position in my exam. So this way, in my exams are going on, so I will firstly do study. After my exam, everything is here, I can do my, I can play with my friends are here, so no one is going anywhere. So first you do put first thing, which thing is important, first thing put that. So for example, there is a big function in my home, and in my school there is so much, a lot of work, I got homework. So what I will do, there is my home, if I am reactive, I will say that I cannot do, I have to join the function also. So what I will do, I will not think about the situation, what I should do, I will not find the solution. If I am proactive, then I will find the solution about that. Then if there in my school there some periods are free, so then I will write my homework, half homework here in school, and when I will go in school, from school home, then I will eat my breakfast, and after the lunch, and there I will go on my tuition, and I will say, and where I was reading 2 hours, I will say to my tuition teacher that instead of reading 2 hours, I will read 1 hour, because in my home there's function. So then I will do half work there, and this way I completed my all homework in school also, and I try to manage the situation. And then at night time I can attend my functions also. Next day, if I should attend my function and I didn't write my homework, then it is not good for me, and I will get punishment in school. And if I should write homework and I will not attend, then my parents should become angry. So I try to handle the both situation. So firstly, put first thing first, which is important, I put it my study first, and I handle the both situations which were. So fourth is the first seek to be understand, then to be understood. Mean you have to understand the thing, then to react on that. Mean whenever we are listening some talks, first you understand the thing, that what the next person is saying to you. When you will not understand the thing and you will react on it, then it's not mean, it has no any purpose of that. So for example, if a teacher is coming into the class and she is saying, he or she is coming and he is she is start giving lecture, so that if the teacher is confused in lecture, so how he or she will expect from a student that they will give 100% result. So if the teacher will take the book from that class, English or Urdu or any subject which has the subject, so he will take in her home or his home, then he will revise it, he will first check, he will study about that, but he will tell the situation, he will say that which study is there, I will tell to my student. First he will prepare the lecture, and next day when he will come or she will come, then he will give the lecture to his class. Then he can expect that the students will give 100% result. And one more example like that, if a patient is going to the doctor and she is saying that my health is not fine, and he is telling about that I have flu, I have fever, I have coughing, etc. So then firstly the doctor will understand the talk, that what he has. If he will not understand the talk, then how can he give medicine? Firstly he will understand the talk, then he will give medicine to another person. But if a person is coming, a patient is coming, he is not telling that I have fever or coughing, and then the doctor is giving by himself or herself and advice that you should do this or that, so it is not good for his health also. So this way, if a doctor or teacher, like teachers, firstly understand the lecture, then she told, then we can get success. But firstly, if we are saying to our brothers or sisters that you should study, and by ourselves we are using mobiles and this, we have to become a role model for our own brothers and sisters. So then the fifth point is try to think win-win situation. Mean you have to think win-win situation. If two people are there, if they are winning, one is winning and one is losing, there is no purpose of one who win. He is also a big loser. If who is a loser, he is gaining some knowledge from that. When next time he will play that thing or he will study about that, then he can get success. Because if one is winning, then other is also winning. If one is losing, then other is also losing. So we have to do synergize, we have to do cooperation with each other. That if we have to help other people's, we have to think win-win situation. If we will, our friend will win, then we will get success. So first you think about the win-win situation, that you can do this, then you can do this. Then sixth point is this synergize means to do cooperation with each other. If you will help other persons, then God will help you, and when you need help, then that person will help you. When you will do cooperation with it, when that person is there is a one person, he is saying I will fight in purification, I will get success, I will do this and that. He is alone, but he cannot get success because he is only alone. He is not doing cooperation with each other. When he will do cooperation with each other, then he can get success. And if there are many people, two people are there, so if they will say that they will do cooperation with each other, if the exam is there, for example, so they two A and B is there. So A is weak in math, so then B will help him in math because they will do cooperation with each other. And if B need help in computer because he is weak in computer, then A is good in computer, so he will help to be in computer subject. So then this means that they both did cooperation, they both want to get position, because when they did cooperation, then they both got position. So this way we should try to handle the situation. In all that, we have to be proactive, and we should do synergize with each other, and we should do cooperation mean we have to learn to handle the things. Then last point is sharpen the saw, that we have to sharpen our ideas, our techniques, what we are going to do next. Mean if we are not sharpening our techniques, we are not understanding the things, then we cannot get success. Mean if persons are, we should listen other persons what they are saying, but do what it's right for you, what your heart is saying. And then if for example two persons are going to anywhere, any journey, so in the way they are saying we have less time and we have to pass there, and then they will go there and they will say that in the way one friend is saying that you should put petrol in your car, because in the way we will get so many problems in that. One petrol pump came, he said no, I will not put petrol because I have no time for getting petrol in my car. So then second petrol came, he said again and again, but he said don't tease me. At the way when at last he was getting so much late, so and the way his petrol has been finished because he didn't listen to someone who was saying him. So when firstly understand the thing which is good for you, do that, but which is not good for you, don't do. And he didn't sharpen the saw. And then if one wood cutter is cutting the wood, he is putting so much time for cutting one wood, so in 1 hour for example, and a man is passing through there and he is saying oh man, you should sharp your saw, your cutter, and then he is saying no, I have no time. If he should sharp his cutter or saw, then he can do that 1 hour work in a half hour. So firstly we have to think the thing. Also we have to firstly we have to understand the situation, then react on that. The person who firstly should understand the thing what the person was saying, then he can get success too. But he didn't understand that, he didn't listen to him, and he react on that, so he didn't get success. So first of all, we learn from these habits that we should understand the things. If we will adopt these habits, we will get success, we will be a good and great person in the world when we will adopt these habits. If we will adopt 5 habits too, then that 2 habits are left, that will also come automatically in our mind. So firstly we should adopt these habits, and then we can get success. Thank you.
What is the benefit of reading books for
Reading,
students?
it is good for us. Our mental health will be improved. While nowadays many people are using only mobiles, no one is reading book in this and that. If they will now mobiles are there, Google is there, they're getting from their knowledge, but the main knowledge is that's coming from books. We are reading books and we are getting more knowledge, more words are coming, pronunciation of the words we can do. So it is good for our students also, that their mental health will be improved from that. Instead of using while using mobile, it is not so much bad, but it is bad for our eyesight. Our eyesight will become weak. And if we are using mobile, we are playing games, instead of that we should at free time when we should read books, and it is good for our health also, for students also, while using mobile. Thank you.